Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Tuesday evening event, The Good Life. We get together every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. because we not only want to better ourselves, but we also strive towards financial freedom. So it's exciting stuff. So I'm Susie, and I'm actually going to kick off tonight by talking about our amazing products. Um, First of all, I'd like to maybe just put in a couple of really important facts. So, Juice Plus was actually introduced in 1993. It was introduced as a convenient and inexpensive way to add more plant-based nutrition from fruits and vegetables to your diet. So the plant-based nutrition from fruits and vegetables have been demonstrated by science to give your body the building blocks it needs to help you look and feel your absolute best. So the first products I will actually talk about are our capsules here. So you can see we've got the red, green and purple little capsules here. So they are the fruit, veggies and berries. Some of the ingredients that are in the fruit is the apple, peach, prune, orange, date. Vegetables, there's parsley, spinach and garlic, which is always fantastic, carrot, kale, and berries, you've got all the berries, so you can think of raspberry, blueberry, cranberry, blackberry, elderberry, you name it. One important ingredient that I actually want to list down that is in the fruit and veggie capsule is folic acid, which is actually really, really important in pregnancy. And so this is why our products are absolutely amazing for pregnancy and breastfeeding mums as well. So for me, I actually, find that the antibiotics, other supplements that are out there that are supposed to be, good for you, there is always seems to be a warning label on the back that is not suitable for children, not suitable for pregnancy or breastfeeding mums unless consulted by your doctor. That always strikes me as a bit of a red flag because it's telling me, that there is something in these products that your body should not be consuming, where our products is as simple as it is fruit, veggie and berries in a capsule. That's why we call it food, because that's all it is. It's simply food in a capsule that is there for you to consume on a daily basis. Now, the point of the capsules is actually to bridge the gap between what you are eating on a daily basis and what you should be eating. So when I talk about that, I'll give you some really important information. So the World Health Organization says that we need to be having between 9 to 13 serves of fruit and veggies every single day. Now, I think realistically, that is pretty hard. If you were thinking about how many fruit and veggies you are actually consuming every single day, it could be an apple, a banana here and there on the run. But for me, for example, I might spend between $50 to $80 a week on fruit and vegetables for a family of 5. By day 4 or 5, I would notice that some of the fruits would actually start going brown, they start getting all soft, and you think, okay, great, I can juice them, I'm not going to waste them. But think about how much mess you make. I remember I had to get the juicer out and I would have to cut all the fruit up and the vegetables and then try and juice them. And it doesn't even come out much as what you'd think it would be. So it's messy, it's really time consuming, and it's just not efficient. So the best way that I can describe the capsule is that it's basically been grown on the same farm for many, many generations, and it's basically just been dried out. The water content has actually been taken out, but the nutrient and the healthy part of it has still been intact, and it's been ground down to a fine powder to fit inside the capsules. So that when we take them every single day, we're actually consuming more than 30 fruits and veggies every single day, which is way more than what the World Health Organization says that you should be having. So for me, I find that very, efficient in terms of cost, in terms of time and everything, because it's going to take me less than a minute to take these capsules every single day. So I'll share with you a little bit of my story about being on the actual capsules. So I joined the Juice Plus product about 18 months ago, and the reason why I did was because I was going towards the end of my pregnancy, and I had crap pregnancies. Okay, so this was my third one, and I was constantly sick all the time. I was really run down, so I had 2 toddlers, so I've actually got 3 kids under 5. So I was really run down. My skin was breaking. My hair was breaking. My skin was just breaking out. I had really, really low iron levels, like my whole life, as far as I can remember. And it's also due to the lack of nutrition as well. I didn't eat very well. I was basically eating the scraps that my kids had left behind after dinner and breakfast, and I would eat the cold, crappy food. And I was just constantly getting sick every time my kids would bring home something from daycare, kinder. I would constantly catch it as well, but I felt like I was getting it 2 times worse than what they were actually feeling. So a friend of mine actually put me onto the product, and I was a little bit reluctant because I thought, well, what is different about these ones than the iron supplements that I'm taking and the multivitamins? And she said, it's simply fruit, veggies and berries in a capsule. I said, yeah, so what's so magic about them? You know, why do we call them magic things? So I thought I would give it a go. Now, by month 2, I actually noticed my energy levels peaked. So I actually felt really, really good. I had the energy to run after my 3 children, okay, or newborn and 2 boys, you know, and because of that, I actually started feeling really good about myself. My skin started clearing up. People know me that as the person who loves coffee. I absolutely love coffee. I could not live without it. I would go from 3 cups a day to now I don't need the coffee. I actually see it as a luxury. So that is a huge thing. And funny enough, my teeth got whiter. Why? Because I wasn't consuming the coffee. So, you know, it's really interesting that when we consume fruit and veggies and berries in replacement of all these other medications and, you know, coffee and all the bad foods that we are consuming, it's actually better for you, and your body on the outside starts glowing. So my iron levels went up. I actually had a blood test done, and my doctor was absolutely baffled as why my iron levels were above average for the first time in 15, 16 years. He said, what are you on? And I said, oh, my magic beans. And he goes, well, what are they? And I said, well, that's my little secret, you know. I don't need any medication. So I actually haven't been to the doctor in a very, very long time. Now, in saying that, I have all those benefits from it. I thought, why should my kids miss out? So we actually have the gummies. Now we've run out of the fruit one, so we've got fruit and the veggies. They're in the same sort of packet. The other one is a red one, and they are just basically chewables for the kids. And they have the same ingredients as you will find in the capsules, okay? So they are really, really yummy. I end up snacking on them all the time. My kids have actually had huge benefits on them. I found that, you know, because they're so delicious, it's almost like lollies to them. So they always ask me first thing in the morning, you know, where are my manas, which means no vitamins. So where are my manas? Where are my manas? And I said, you know, well, you've already had your dosage for today, but I want more, because that's how yummy it is to them. They actually sleep better. My second son suffered from really severe eczema. It is now almost cleared up. He's been on them for about 6 months, so it's almost cleared up now. What else? His behaviour has also started to settle down, so he's not so hyperactive all the time, which is really fantastic. And they weren't getting sick. So this winter that we've just had, the only thing that they've really had is a very slight little cold, which is saying a lot, because they go to crèche, they go to kinder, they used to bring home everything that you can think of. Hand, foot, mouth, flu, coughs, everything you can name, they will bring it home. And this year, they haven't brought home anything. So that, I think, is saying something really big about the product, that they're obviously doing something, okay? So I really, really highly recommend them for the kids. Another products that we have, we've got our shakes here, the protein shakes. So we've got French vanilla and the Dutch chocolate, they are delicious. One thing that I would like to say is that they are vegan friendly. They are dairy free as well, which is absolutely fantastic as well. If you've got those allergies or, you know, lactose intolerance kind of thing, you can have them with almond milk, soy milk, water, whatever you choose to do. They are also a great little pick-me-up in that middle of the afternoon. I don't know about you, but for me, about 3 p.m, I start crashing and thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get through dinner time and bath time and getting the kids to bed? I just have these in my handbag, whip up to the cafe across the school and just ask them to make me a little iced coffee, put that in, and that will get me through to the night. So it is really delicious. It is fantastic. Now, apart from these products, we wouldn't give you a program for free with it. So we actually have amazing JBT programs. So when you sign up to the products, you actually get lifetime free, unlimited access to programs as well, which includes shopping list, meal planning. There are family-friendly recipes, and yes, they are hubby approved as well. You know, and we've got all those programs that are there to help you with whatever goals and journey that you choose to be on. So whether it's you know, to teach yourself about clean eating, which is what it is. You know, you want to lose weight, you want to tone, you just want to feel good in general. It is all there for you, free whenever you need it, which is really, really fantastic. The one thing that we always say is that we're not asking you to go on any diet. We're not asking you to cut out on your chocolate or any of the good things. It is about giving you the tool to do everything in a clean way. So you can still have your waffle. We even got chocolate cookbook. So we've got so many, you know, tools there that is designed to help you, your hubby, your family, your kid, anyone you know, the tools to be able to teach yourself the clean eating side of things, which is really, really fantastic. I also would like to share with you some very exciting news. We've actually got a new product coming out, the Omega capsules. Now, this is something that is launching this month, so it is very, very new. They are very vital to our health. So they assist with brain development, eye health, joint inflammation. They're also very important in the part of our health with pregnancy, breastfeeding, because they help with the hormone balance and the postnatal depression. So there are just so many unlimited benefits with these capsules. Now, the Omega blend that is coming out is actually the only Omega capsule on the market that has Omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So that is supposed to be a really sort of must get, you must have it. It's just really, really good, and it's really, really good value as well. So and it's also vegan friendly, which is really good, because it's been derived from plants. So yeah, that's great. So I'm actually going to finish up there. We've actually got a lovely lady here tonight, Sarah, who would like to share with us her story. So Sarah, if you would like to unmute yourself and just share with us, you know, how you came across the products and, you know, why you went on it and how it's benefited you, darling.
Hey everyone. Okay, so thanks for that introduction, Susie. I'm a mum of 3 and I've been on the Juice Plus capsules for a year now. And when I started taking Juice Plus, I was actually pregnant with Jasmine, my 3rd baby. And I found that I wasn't eating enough, like properly, during this pregnancy, and my energy was down and I was a bit depressed and things. And I was also very aware of postnatal depression because I've had it in the past. And so when I found these beautiful capsules, I thought I really want to give them a go and see if they really help me with those different stages that I've struggled with. So I got onto the capsules, and it took a while because when I first got on the capsules, I was like close to having Jasmine. So it didn't really kick in until December, and I started at the end of August, I think it was. So yeah, it took a little bit longer, but it was just all the hormones as us women go through pregnancy. It takes a while for everything to balance out a bit. But yeah, once that came into play, I really found I had a lot more energy. I was getting up for Jasmine, no worries. I wasn't so stressed out with my partner, and I wasn't quick to bite at him because I had some stress issues and stuff. But after, you know, all of that and really thinking about, you know, how simple these products are and what it can really do to you, to your body naturally is amazing. And I'm so grateful to have these, and they've become my, I suppose, insurance for my body. So now I'm not so conscious about getting sick or anything. I always have that for the winter time. So I can always encourage other mums that are going through certain sicknesses or postnatal depression or stress relief, that there is something out there that can help you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing it with the rest of the world. Thanks, Susie.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm so glad to hear that it's helped you. And, you know, you are inspiring to a lot of people here. So thank you so much for sharing today, darling. So we are actually going to start switching gears. I actually would like to pass you on to Mandy, who's going to share with us a little bit about her business story. So, yes, we are going to start talking about the business side of things. So, Mandy, if you would like to unmute yourself and share with us about how you found the business and, you know, what it's done for you.
Sure. Thanks, Susie. Okay, so I have been in the business. I've been in. Sorry, I'll unmute myself. So I've been in the business for about 18 months altogether. I started on the products. And only, probably 2 weeks later, I joined the business. I mean, I guess it already had my interest. I've always been interested in health and well-being. I've always been at local gyms, and I've always been a gym member. So fitness and health is, you know, part of my life anyway. And I spoke to a friend in the business that was, you know, posting regularly about just, you know, day-to-day adventures, you know, she was on, and saying, you know, she was, you know, working and, you know, had her kids with her and at the gym and everything. And I sort of thought, like, okay, well, what is this product and what's the business? So we got talking, and I actually know this friend from probably 15, 20 years ago. We actually worked together. So, so we got chatting again, reconnected on Facebook. And, and she just sort of gave me a call one day and just told me how the business works for her, about the products. And I sort of thought, yep, straight away, I'm going to, you know, try the products. And then I thought, well, what do I have to lose for such, you know, inexpensive, you know, franchise, you know, as it is, or to have your own franchise. You know, I sort of thought, well, you know, what have I got to lose? You know, I should give it a go because it could really work while I'm home with my kids. I have a 2 and a 4-year-old, and I've been working part-time since I've had my 2 kids. And I travel to work an hour now each way. And if I've got my kids in care, which is only a couple of days a week, it's 3 hours travel just in one day. So, I mean, ideally, I can't do it long term. So I was, you know, I've been looking for something else that can fit into my lifestyle, work around my kids, and not have to put them in daycare. And obviously save that way because it's just going up and up and up. And I sort of, you know, been speaking to my husband and stuff, thought, like, I actually don't think it's worthwhile me sticking around in this business because, I mean, by the time I look at how much, you know, you pay monthly in daycare fees, how much I actually, you know, bring home in my pocket, is not that much. So, Yeah, so basically I'm going to now do this business full time and leave my job of 9.5 years that I've had, and yeah, to be at home with my kids, to not have to put them in daycare, and help other mums do this. And through the business, I've met some or made some great friendships, and taught a few other mums. Not taught them, I guess, but just influence them, as in what I do. And yes, I really feel good about it, and want to teach other mums in the future. And yeah, this is what I want to do. So thank you.
Thanks, Mandy. Yeah, I think I resonate a lot with what you said, about the kids going into daycare and all that. And, sometimes you're working a job and long hours and traveling and all that, it's just ask yourself, is it all worth it? And the one thing that I wanted to do was to be the stay-at-home mum and to continue to be a stay-at-home mum, because I had that guilt of putting my kids into daycare. And, I thought, well, all the money that I earn is basically going into daycare. So the fact that I can actually do mum care and stay home with the kids, even when they're at school, and just even stay in my pajamas if I wanted to, and do the conference calls and train people and share the products and stuff, is absolutely amazing. I think, if I had known about this business 10 years ago, then I would have definitely done it, because, it's so simple, so easy. And I'm so glad, to be doing this business with you. So thank you so much for sharing, Mandy. So we're actually going to pass you over to Daniela. She's going to talk about, the business and all that and how it actually works. So Daniela, would you like to explain that?
Sure, thanks guys. So yeah, I'm Daniela. Sorry, I have band practice. My other half plays in the band, so if you hear band music, that's what's going on. And I have a baby that's asleep upstairs, so anything could happen tonight. Thanks, Susie. I've been in the business for 13 months now. I came across the product first through a colleague that I'd worked with 12 years ago. We became friends on Facebook when I had my daughter Isabella. So we connected about 4 months in, and at the time I started on the product. I was going through postnatal depression and just had a lot of health sort of, not issues, but health things that I wasn't in great health. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't looking after myself because I was just exhausted. So postnatal depression tends to do that to you. And I only took 6 months off from maternity leave. I work in a very hectic executive role, and I manage a lot of people, and HR for me in a large organisation is quite hectic, and I was returning back to that life only part-time. But even the thought of putting Isabella in childcare, and that first week of putting her in childcare just broke my heart. I was pretty much in tears every day, and I had great benefits with the product personally, and so did my partner when he jumped on as well. That that extra energy, that sort of mind fog went away. I just felt healthier. There's lots of things, like my hair got stronger, my nails got stronger. I was craving a loads amount of vegetables. I started just eating steamed vegetables for lunch because that's what I was craving. And when you feed your body vegetables, that's what you crave. And even people looked at me at work a bit crazy as to why that's all I was eating, but that's all I craved. Like I was coming home with more energy and so forth. And so I asked my friend about the business side, which I didn't really know a lot about. I've worked in executive roles now for, 16 years. So, large businesses and so forth. So I never knew of this business, but I knew, listening to her, that she was now staying at home and earning, a full-time income, and she was, in a high-level role. she was matching that and making even more, and she was staying at home with her daughter. And every month she was earning more and more by building her business. And she got to do all that from home. So that really appealed to me. I never considered, I've always been a very career-minded person, so I've never considered not working and not going to my executive role, because I've studied so hard for this role and that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And having a child changes that. And as much as I told myself before I had Isabella that that's not going to be me, I'm not going to be the mum that wants to stay at home, that has become me, because I see the value in that now, and having her has changed our lives. And you want to be there for all those moments, and you don't want to miss out, and you don't want her, even when a childcare taking her first step, did that happen at childcare? And it breaks your heart because you don't know whether it's happened with you or it actually happened with a stranger. So I jumped in the business. Sorry, I rambled a little bit. So I jumped in the business, but I had questions for Kyla because I didn't know exactly what it involved. And the first thing that I asked her is this a pyramid scheme? And I really asked her that, not knowing what a scheme was, what this pyramid thing that people were talking about. And it's interesting how uneducated I was around sort of my perception of what this business is. So I guess through doing my own research and asking a lot of questions, and there's some, really great people in the business that can, obviously take you through different parts of the business and how it works. But for me, and look, I got a board, pretty organised tonight. So I guess if you think, for me, to put it in perspective, if you think of Safeway or Woolworths, sorry, as we call it now, Woolworths, and or Coles, I constantly talk to the checkout chicks and checkout guys there, and they're all sort of uni students and so forth. Or there's lots of, if you go during the day, there's lots of like sort of mums that hang, that work there because during school hours it's flexible. But whilst you work there for pretty much minimum wage, you can see you kind of start at the cashier. If you have sort of aspirations to move through the organisation, you may become the team leader. If you work really hard and probably get a degree under your belt, you might make it to branch manager. To be a regional manager, just as any type of business, there's a structure, an org chart. But realistically, they have thousands of cashiers across the country. Realistically, I mean, there's only one CEO at the top that makes the decisions. And, to put it in that perspective, when you think of, the more research I did, pyramid schemes have been illegal since the 1970s. So, that's how much I knew about pyramid schemes. I didn't even know that. So this business is a sharing and teaching business. And I don't have to step over my friend to get to my next promotion. I don't have to, apply for my next role in the organisation. I don't have to put in, 80, 90 hours, a fortnight to sort of just prove that I'm better than everybody else. This business doesn't run like that. This business is about teaching, sharing, support, and systems that work. And you don't have to spend a fortune on your education and your personal development in order to know how to do this business. It doesn't matter what background, whether you have a degree, you don't have a degree, whether you've worked in retail or you've worked in business, or, you've worked at the gym. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. This business does not discriminate anyone. And we all start. So when I started in the business, we start as a virtual franchise. You kind of quickly get to direct virtual franchise, which is pretty easy to get to. And we all have the same opportunity. So it doesn't matter whether Susie started in the business and I started in the business, or when we started, we all get the opportunity to move to the top position, which doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people when I won't really explain it. It just means that you have the potential to keep growing your business at your own pace, within, whether it's around kids, whether it's around a part-time job, it's around your husband, it's around, the household stuff that you've got to do. You put in as much time or as little time as you have in your business. The way we do grow our business is by sharing and helping others reach their goals. So it's very much about giving to other people and working with them on their goals. By doing that, you in return get what you working towards by helping others, and that's the only way you grow your business is by helping each other. So for me, that part of the business was amazing, because why wouldn't you want to help others? Be able to, to help a mum stay at home. That's amazing. Like, I didn't appreciate how amazing that is, but that is pretty amazing. And to be able to help people do that, or whether it's, a guy who, wants an extra income, or someone who wants to do a travel fund, it doesn't matter what your reasons are, but to help someone achieve those goals personally and financially, it's a pretty amazing feeling that this business gives you. I know in my last pay review, I got 2% in every year. 2% in this business, the opportunity to earn by more that you invest and help others, the opportunity, the ability to earn is it's amazing. So why wouldn't I want to be part of that? So that's, I guess, that part of it. Susie, should I jump onto? I can go and explain the next bit. Sorry, I've got to rub things out now. So the next part of the business, I guess it's also the questions that I had was very much about, well, who am I going to share this business with? I don't know a lot of people. I don't have a huge network of friends. I'm a workaholic, so, I haven't invested in a lot of friendships, and I have all my family's overseas pretty much. So I really don't have a huge network, and that's a lot of questions for lots of people joining this business. But what I soon found out, so I'll take my friend Carla, for example. So if anyone knows Carla, she's pretty bouncy, jumps around. She likes the gym. She likes to be at the park with Nellie and now Bonnie. So, she's, gone to boxing, and she's introduced it to Kaz. She's introduced it to Kate. She's introduced it to Tracy. Sorry, can you guys see? And over here, she's introduced it to me, let's say. So all these people, and this is just a really small example of Carla's business, but then Kaz has gone and shared it with Erin, for example. And Kaz has introduced to other people and other people. Kate's introduced it to Susie, for example, and then has other people. And these are just people that you've, either, sort of know or have known in the past, or, brand new people that you might have talked to about the opportunity, and they've jumped on because they've seen the real benefits, or, have seen what they can do to their own, I guess, lives and financial freedom, and to their families. And Tracy's done the same. So you can see really sort of, and we call this sort of the popcorn effect, because, Carla didn't know Susie over here, and, she might not have known Erin over here, for example, and it's just grown. And these people then form part of your team. And that's how the business keeps growing, by introducing, sharing and teaching people, as you come across them in life or through wherever. That's how your business, I guess, grows over time. And it's not about, trying to get all your family members signed up, or all your friends, and being that annoying Juice Plus lady that just starts, recruiting people. It's about sharing the opportunity. It's about, how we can change people's lives. And it has definitely changed my life, and I know it's changed a lot of people in the business in life. And I've, I didn't know these people in this business, and I've made some amazing friends along the way, and I've learned so much from people along the way. And that's just what this business, you get to do in this business. You get to grow yourself as a person along with other people. So it's pretty amazing. So thanks, Susie. I think that's me for tonight.
Thank you so much, Daniela. So, you pretty much explained it so well. And it is so simple as sharing the products and sharing the business and stuff. Like, you don't need to know people. Like, even tonight, I didn't know any of the ladies here tonight, before I joined the business, and now we've all become such good friends. So it is really, really great supportive, network system as well, because we're all, you know, entering on the same level, and we're not, you know, fighting against each other and competing against each other, like Daniela said. And, you know, so I think it's really, really amazing. So I'm just going to finish up by talking about how we get paid. So it is the fun stuff. I've just got my little whiteboard. I don't need to wipe some. Found a sock. That's all right. That'll do. Okay. All right. So I want to talk about how we get paid. So we actually get paid in 3 ways. So the first way we get paid is retail. Then we've got our commission and our bonuses as well. Okay. So I'm just going to talk about the bonuses today, because yeah, it'll take a long time to explain it all. So we'll talk about the bonuses today. So when we start off in the business, we start off as a virtual franchisee. Now, the first promotion that you get to is called a DBF, and there is a $100 bonus up for grabs, you know. So from the time that you sign on as a franchisee, and if you get to that first promotion within 10 days, you pick up that $100 bonus. The first big promotion, is what we call big promotion, is actually SDBF, which is a $400 bonus. Now, because this is a teaching business, your mentor, your teacher, however you want to call it, will also pick up that $400 bonus. And then, you know, you've got your next one, which I think might have been a $600 bonus. And again, to teaching business, your mentor will get that $600 bonus. The more promotions, and as you work your way up in the level, there are lots of bonuses up for grabs. So there is a $1,200 bonus as well. Your mentor will pick that up. There is a $1,600 one. Your mentor will pick that up as well. It goes all the way up to NMD, which is National Marketing Director, and there is a $3,000 bonus up for grabs. Now, because you've reached that top position, your mentor actually doesn't get that bonus as well. And you want to know why? Because by that stage, they earn far too much money. Okay, so, and everybody has the same potential to reach that top position. Okay, there is no one position. There's unlimited positions available for all these things. And you've got unlimited opportunity to pick up all the bonuses as well. So that is on top of your retail and your commission, which is what we like to call beach money. So it's actually really, really fantastic, and it's a great little motivation that if you want to push yourself that little bit harder and, you know, motivate yourself and set yourself a challenge, you get rewarded for doing so, you know. So for me, I thought it's a no-brainer that I've been on the product for so long. What can I do? But get paid for doing that as well. So we get paid to share the products and to, you know, share the business side as well, and get paid the bonuses as well for being able to teach other people. So I think it's actually really, really fantastic, you know, the way that this business has been structured and, you know, worked out for all of us to be able to do so. So that is the business side of things. So I hope that this, you know, event has actually cleared up some stuff for you. So I'd like to say that thank you for joining us tonight in our event. If you feel that any of this has resonated with you, whether it's the products or the business side of things, I really strongly encourage you to reach out to the person that has invited you to this event tonight and just have a discussion with them, you know, whether it's the products, the business, and I promise you, you know, you'll be grateful for it. You know, we are so grateful to have everyone here. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, and have a great night. Thanks, guys. Bye.